coming up.
Okay, what is... Hello and welcome to another episode on the JB Wargamer 87 YouTube channel. It is the Ultramarines versus the Orks, and there's a rumble in the jungle in this particular episode. Another clan has swept through the Imperial world that the Ultramarines wanted to reclaim. It is the Death Skulls that are here to reclaim this sector. And it's kind of like the theme that the Orks love in the narrative. So they do like the jungle aspect here, and that's one of the reasons why the Orks want to reclaim this world. Green tide for green skins. It is an open war mission, so the mission will be randomized. If you've checked out previous episodes on the channel, it is completely randomized, and we won't be using the same cards again. So we'll be randomized as to what is the mission in the open war card deck. So what we're going to do now is going to check out the lists. Right, this here is a Strike Force Battalion Detachment, 2,000 points on the nose. This is the Ultramarines list that has been sent to deal against the Orks in this particular episode. So of course we're using Ultramarines Doctrine, which is +1 to their leadership, and Ultramarines units can fall back at -1 and can still shoot, as if it was the shooting phase. So that there is the doctrine for the Ultramarines, of course. We have 12 command points. We spent 2 for the characters, which we'll go through in just a second. But before we go through the lists, I'm going to do a big shout out to my patrons that are supporting me for the Ultramarines. They'll be featured in this battle report as represented as characters. But for the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum, for Tier 7 plus members, we have a shout out for Tyler Griselli, Devin Matthews, Maxfield Knuckles, Joseph Darling, Chris Comiskey, James Ashfield, Marshall Cummings and Winston Adkins. Those are my Tier 7 Patreon members that are supporting me in the Cadian section. And a special thank you to all those lower tiers that are supporting me. Those that are lower tier will get their character represented in the Astra Militarum games as well. So we have here, of course, a battalion detachment. The Warlord is, of course, Captain Gregor Hoist. Holst is the pronunciation there for him. So he has 2 Warlord traits, so I've gone for the Warlord trait for him. He's going to be the Champion of Humanity. Now there is a particular character I want to hunt down, so that there is what he's aimed at here. He has special orders from the Primarch to neutralise the threat of this sector here. The second Warlord trait I've gone for is from the Ultramarines Codex, which is Adept to the Codex, which is whenever I spend a CP, once per battle round on a 5+, I regain that command point. So I've gone for 1 relic for him as well. He has got the Shield Eternal, which means that on 5s ignores damage on top of his Storm Shield there. So he's got a Relic Storm Shield to represent the fact that he's very good at defending himself there. The other equipment he's got Power Sword, Master Crafted, and he's also got the Storm Shield, but it's the Shield Eternal Storm Shield, hence the Relic upgrade that he has. Right, in case you're wondering what this is here, this is a Relic coin here that I've purchased from the Games Workshop merchandise store. So whenever the Warlord is present, this is the Warlord coin here to represent who the warlord is. And furthermore, this is perfect size to use for orbital bombardment. And I'll be doing exactly the same for the Cadians in future games. So what I'm going to do is I'll flip it over and I'll have the Aquila symbol at the back there for the Cadians. So they'll have that there, unless Games Workshop do a unique coin for the Cadians. So that's what I'm going to use that there for. The other thing as well is the second in command. We have, that's Dean Lighton, and now the next patron we have is Marcus Fraze. Marcus Fraze, he has an additional warlord trait, spending an additional command point. So he has got Iron Resolve. So add 1 to the wounds characteristic of this warlord. So he does have the warlord keyword, even though he's not the warlord. So you have 6 wounds now. And furthermore, on the 6s he ignores damage. So that's pretty handy there. So I'll give him that there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the troops. So then we have the troops, of course, the bulk of the army. So I've gone for a mix of Firstborn and Primaris, just to keep things a little bit of a mix here when it comes to lists. So in this here, we have a full 10-man squad of intercessors. Each intercessor squad is equipped with the auxiliary grenade launcher, 2 of which of the Primaris Marines are equipped with them. Now, the sergeant here, he is equipped with a power sword there. So these 2 are exactly the same here. Now, the names of these characters are as follows. So we have Sergeant Knight. This is a customized kill team from Dean Lighton. Then we have Brother Samuel. And then we have Brother Felix. Then we have Brother Cyrus. And then we have Brother Damocles, the grenade launcher. We have Brother Quintus, very Gothic Latin names here. Brother Valian. And then we have Brother Sharp. And then we have Brother Rufus. And then we have Brother Archer here in this customized kill team here. And then transporting them is another patron, CJ Velasco, who's going to take command of the Repulsor. It is his turn to take command here. The Repulsor, there's too many weapons to name. Everything's all WYSIWYG. So it's basically an anti-tank variant of the Repulsor. So it's a twin las cannon and a las talon. I have 2 heavy stubbers, iron hail heavy stubbers. We have 4 sets of frag launchers. We have the missile on top there as well. And yeah, that's it. So everything's all WYSIWYG there. And then furthermore, we have another patron. We have another Redemptor Dreadnought. This is Darren Gardner. He's taking command of the Redemptor Dreadnought again. So it's going to have the heavy plasma incinerator on the top there. He's got underslung onslaught Gatling cannon, and then he's got 2 Fragstorm grenade launchers and Icarus rocket pod. Spent the extra 5 points to give him that. And then I decided to get him out again. Yes, the Relic Venerable Dreadnought. So the Venerable Dreadnought is going to be hitting on 2s for weapon skill and ballistic skill, because it is a very experienced fallen brother that is in the sarcophagus of the Dreadnought there. So we have an intercessor squad. We have exactly the same, except the sergeant has got no power sword. But we have 2 patrons here filling in these characters. We have Sergeant Cordell, and then we have Phil Marshall representing this battle brother here. And then over here we have the classic Firstborn Marines. It seems so old now, especially when it comes to the bolt guns just being outgunned now, sadly, due to the new Codex creep, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we will use the bolt gun in faith for the Emperor. So everything you see here is all WYSIWYG. We have the sergeant is equipped with a plasma pistol and thunderhammer, just to fill in some points there. One of the other Marines is equipped with a flamer. And then we have Betty Sun, one of the patrons here. She's representing a Firstborn Marine there. And then we have Winston Edkins. His speciality is blessing the Tech Marine with his technology to enhance the Space Marines' firepower, and the rest are equipped with bolt guns there. And then we have a unit of 5 Terminators, all with lightning claws. Leading this squad is veteran Sergeant Thomas Moore, so he's in command there. And then we have the Storm Raven. The Storm Raven, he is equipped with twin Hurricane Bolters, twin Multi-Melters, twin Las Cannon, and Storm Eagle rockets there. So, the other thing I've got to mention as well is the Lieutenant. He's equipped with a Volkite pistol and Storm Shield and a Mastercrafted Power Sword, just to give you the upgrades there. So that there is 2,000 points on the nose. It's going to be quite a challenge here because there's characters I've never fought against before in the Orks list. It's going to be a fun game nonetheless, keeping it to the narrative of course, but nonetheless, even if it's narrative, tournament play, or just regular match play, or fun play, we've got to win. Reputation, he's nodding his head, he knows. He knows, he wants glory himself for the great war. But I must do my chant as always. Courage and honour, we march for McCrack, and we shall know no fear. So that's the Ultramarines force that has been sent to deal against the Orks. Let's check out the Orks. So this is the 2,000 points. Is it 2,000 points on the nose?
1,999.
Oh, 1 point short.
One
Okay.
point short.
1999. What a year. Almost the dawn of the millennium. So 1999 points. Well, 1,999 points of Orks. It looks fantastic. And yes, a regular host on the SS82 channel, but first time on my channel. Thank you, Rob Batchelor, for volunteering and adhering the call on the channel. So this channel does rely upon volunteers. So if you are interested in getting involved on the channel, do check out the links in the description below, or send me an email and we'll book up a date and when you want to play down for games of Warhammer 40k. It keeps the channel alive as well, and of course to keep the patrons happy, because patrons need battle reports, and that's what the channel is all about. So, so this is the list here. That's the introduction, how to get involved. Thank you, Rob, for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
More than welcome to come down again. Looks fantastic. So this here is
Yeah, I've got my 2,000 point list.
Yeah.
Well, near enough. It's a battalion and a super heavy auxiliary detachment.
Yeah.
So I've got 10 CP left over because I've had to spend 1 for the auxiliary detachment. You get 2 refunded now on your Xenos, just to help us out.
Yeah.
And then I've also spent another CP to give an extra relic to my big mech with the shock attack gun.
Yeah.
So my warlord today is the beast boss, Squigosaur.
Oh, look at that model.
His warlord trait is hard as nails, which means he's -1 to wound rolls, and he has the relic, the beast hide mantle, as well, which gives him +1 attack and also a 5+ feel no pain. He's riding around on his squig, and he's got a thump gun as well, just for a little bit of extra shooting.
Okay.
My other HQ is the big mech with the shock attack gun.
Wow, this is a new model, is it?
No, he's totally a conversion, that one.
Oh wow,
so
that's
he's
fantastic.
a Skaven Stormfiend model that I've converted.
Okay.
So his relic is the Super Cyborg body, which is why he's covered in so many gubbins and bits.
Yeah.
And he also, I've paid to give him the enhanced Runtsucker upgrade, which means his shock attack gun shoots 2d3 shots rather than d6, just to try and get it a little bit more reliable.
Yeah.
He's hoping to capture some nice blue vehicles today because they're already painted the right colour for us, so we don't have to do too much work to loot them, which would be nice. Troops wise, the battalion, I've got 3 units of just 10 boys. 2 of the knobs have got big choppers, and then 1 of the knobs has got a power claw. Just the way the points worked out. In my fast attack, I've got 3 death copters, all with copter rockets, and then I've got a unit of 7 warbikers, and the boss knob has got a power claw in there. Elites wise, I've got a unit of 12 tank busters. They're going to be riding around in the battle wagon, which is a normal battle wagon, that I've put a death roller on it, and it also has 2 big shooters, a kill cannon, and then it has the Fortress on Wheel upgrade, which gives it a 5+ invulnerable save as well.
Excellent.
Just to make it a little bit more survivable against some of your shooting.
And the clan, sorry, what's the clan?
Sorry, the clan is Death Skulls.
Yep. So what do
So Death Skulls is basically every time I shoot or fight, each unit gets to re-roll a single dice to either to hit or to wound.
Yep.
I also get a 5+ feel no pain against mortal wounds, and every infantry model counts as objective secured as well for holding objectives.
Wow, okay. Very useful tactically speaking.
Yeah, we're cunning. So
yeah, that's right. Brutal but cunning.
I've also got a Death Dread. That's the Morkanaut.
Oh, that's the Morkanaut.
That's the Death Dread.
Oh yeah, of course, the Death Dread.
So he's got three Dreadnought claws, and then he's also got a rocket launcher.
It's like a butcher on steroids.
Yeah.
He likes cutting bits up.
He likes cutting bits up. He's got the...
I'm surprised there's no blood. He's a newbie.
It's his first game, this one.
Is it?
Quite a lot of models are actually having their first game
So
today.
when you... so if you kill something that's made of flesh, do you put blood
He
in
might
it?
get a bit of blood if he's lucky. Yeah, it depends what he kills.
Is it Xenos blood or human?
Well, it'll be Ultramarine blood today.
Triggered.
Other heavy support choices is a unit of 2 mech guns with the custom mega cannons.
Mm-hmm.
They're one unit. They have to stay together now. They can't split up, so they have to stay together.
Yeah.
Then in my flyer slot, I've got the
yes.
Spitfire Dakka Jet.
The Spitfire Dakka Jet. What a conversion!
Thanks.
Absolutely fantastic.
He's got an extra pair of super shooters, so he's got 6 super shooters, and then he's also got the more Dakka upgrade as well, which means on a 4+, each of his Dakka weapons get an extra shot, and then on a 6, when he shoots, they get an extra 2 shots. So potentially he could be sort of like pumping out a lot of shots in Dakka range, which would be nice.
Brilliant.
And then the final thing in my list is the Morkanaut.
The big boy himself.
The big boy himself. He has a custom force field upgrade just to give him and a little bubble of 6+ invulnerable save as well.
And this is a new model.
He's a new model as well.
Yeah, so you've got 2 Morkanauts now in your collection.
Yeah, 2 in my collection.
And it's magnetised.
This one's magnetised, so it can switch between the
Brilliant.
Gorkanaut and the Morkanaut,
Beautifully painted. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. So there you go. That's 1999 of points. It looks absolutely fantastic. Cannot wait to fight in this particular game. Not physically, just rolling dice. That's all. That's what I meant. So that's the list there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check out the open war cards and see what the scenario is. Right, here is the open war cards. These have been randomly shuffled here. Now, the cards that we won't be using is Sudden Death, because it is not double or less the power level there. So Sudden Death will not be used in this particular scenario, but we will be using these 4. So the power level rating is, for the Ultramarines, 99, whereas the Orks, would you believe, is 110. Is that correct?
Yeah,
110. Yeah, 110. Yeah. So we will have the ruse. So I will let Rob pick the objective. So this is the objective. Here we go. So objective drop. So hunting down through the atmosphere. Sorry, hunting down. Hurtling down through the atmosphere comes a vital objective of great value. A supply drop or escape pod. Whatever the case, it must be yours. Place an objective marker in the center of the battlefield. Oh no. At the start of each battle round, the player rolls off. The winner can move the objective marker 2d6. So starting from the 3rd battle round, a player scores 1 victory point if they control the objective marker at the end of the command phase. In addition, a player scores 2 victory points if they control the objective marker at the end of the battle. The player with the most victory points at the end of the battle is the winner. So there's no holding back here. We must grab this vital intel. Right, okay. Now the deployment. So I pick this card. Oh, look at that. That looks quite frightening. Okay, that's the deployment there. Like a spearhead. So Orks, I'm presuming they will be the attacking force, because that's what they like to do, and the Ultramarines are the defenders of humanity. So we decided straight off camera that the Ultramarines will be defending. Okay, that's the deployment. Now Rob will pick the twist. Oh no. Okay. Your warriors, in a rage burning through them, a fire only battle will extinguish. Add 1 to the attacks characteristics of all models. Okay, right, so Rob, as we have the lower power rating, we have the twist. And I'll let the viewers see this. Okay, so that there is the card. So just give you a moment to have a look, and we will keep it a secret. So that there is the extra bonus that we get there for being a lower power rating. So there you go, that's the mission there. So the mission is called Objective Drop, and then we have, that's the deployment, and add 1 to the attacks characteristic of all models. This is going to be absolutely ferocious. Right, here's the deployment zones that we've laid out, represented with the dice. So we have a single objective here in the middle that can only be scored on battle round 3 onwards. And if there's a unit at the end of the game that is within 3 inches of that objective, it's an additional 2 victory points. So there's an extra bonus, an intention to grab that vital objective in the middle here. So we're playing it, of course, as the Orks as the attacker. So the Ultramarines will be defending. So the Orks will be deployed in this wedge formation here, whereas the split is in the middle here. So the Ultramarines can either deploy here, or they can deploy there. So clarification of terrain. We do have a few craters. These are craters here, crater there, and a crater there. So craters is -2 to advance, charges and movement, and +1 to cover saves. These here, it's dense terrain, dense terrain, dense terrain, dense terrain, and around here, around there, and over there. Now that there is -1 to the shooting in when doing the shooting phase there, and furthermore we have a line of sight blocking terrain here, there, there, and over there. So that's the clarification of terrain. There is no secondary objectives as it is open war, and we're going to see who's going to deploy next. So we're going to roll that off camera, and let's get stuck in with the deployment. Right, we've deployed our forces here. It looks really, really weird and intimidating, that's for sure, especially in the middle there, the centre there, the wedge. It looks as though they've grabbed the objective already, but the good news is for the Ultramarines is that they won't score any points at battle rounds 1 and 2. It's only up to battle round 3 onwards where points will start to rack in. So, for the Ultramarines, we have split our tactical squad into 2 combat squads, which you can do. First spawn Marines are better at doing that for the purposes of stratagems and tactical flexibility. So we have a combat squad here with the melter gun, multi-melter, and then we have a combat squad inside the jungle there. The repulsor transporting the customised kill team. CJ Velasco is in command of this repulsor today. We have Marcus Fraze, the lieutenant, and Dean Lighton, Captain Gregor Holst in command of this detachment over here. Nothing in the centre, of course, due to the deployment restrictions. Redemptor Dreadnought is inside over here, and the next thing that I've done is I put an intercessor squad inside the foliage over there. Probably a bit of a mistake I've probably done there. It's probably because it fitted in the base. It's going to have -2 to its movement. I just realised that. Oh no! Oh dear me! But that's the mistake that I've made. It's not the model's fault, it's my fault, so I take responsibility for that. But nonetheless, it's got good firepower still. The other thing as well is I've deployed the Storm Raven on this corner over here, and it looks like there's going to be an aerial combat over here because it looks as though the Ork Spitfire, the Ork Spitfire, however you pronounce it in Orkish language, is over there. So that's transporting the Venerable Dreadnought as well as the Terminators over there. So a lot of combat, close combat attacks, hopefully, to go over there. So Rob has deployed his Orks, and it looks quite intimidating. You can see there in the centre. So Rob, what have you done with your forces? How have you deployed them accordingly? Where is which unit?
So I've got my 2 units of boys here in the middle, ready to grab the objective once we can start scoring it.
Yep.
Got my unit of bikes ready to push on and form a bit of a screen, maybe with the Death Dread.
Yeah.
Beast Boss is there ready to have a little fight. Tank Busters in the battle wagon.
Yeah.
Got my mech guns on the flank with the Dakar jet.
Yeah.
And on the other flank I've got a squad of boys shielding the big mech with the shock attack gun.
Okay. So that's the deployment. What are we waiting for? I do have my Ultramarines dice. This is actually quite a pivotal dice roll initiative here. Oh, he's going to take the big fat red dice. So remember, Ultra symbol is good for us. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 and a 2. It's a draw. A 4 and a 1. The Ultramarines have to go first. Okay. So we won't do prepare positions, which is what I was planning to do. But we're going to go first. So we're going to unleash the firepower first against the Orks. Will the Orks withstand the firepower of the Ultramarines? We shall find out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to a new battle round, debuting on the channel for the first time, the Death Skulls on the channel. So it is battle round 1, turn 1 for the Sons of Good. Right, we just got to do this at the beginning of the battle. So he's just rolled a 6 off camera. I'm going to counter it with my Ultramarine dice. No, it's an apothecary instead. So the Ork player gets to move the objective 2d6, and he moves 3 inches. Oh, there. Oh no, that's bad news. I just realised. Yes, the camera tried to contemplate the fact that yes, it's going back to the Ork deployment zone. This is going to be tough, the Ultramarines here. Right, the beginning of battle round 1. Turn 1 for the Ultramarines. We have 10 command points, and we're going to go back up to 11 CP for the Ultramarines. So for the Dreadnought, I have to do it. I'm going to apply Wisdom of the Ancients at the command phase for the Dreadnought, and a 5+, I regain that stratagem. I don't, so I'm back down to 10 CP. But nonetheless, Wisdom of the Ancients has been applied to the Redemptor Dreadnought. That there is the end of the command phase for the Ultramarines. We're going to go straight onto the movement phase now. So it is on the bottom of that Death Dread there. So the Death Dread has got the canister and it's scrambling inside as to what the contents are inside. We shall find out later on as we continue on in the Ultramarines command phase. Ultramarines movement phase, turn 1. The Redemptor I've decided to stay still because in case the Orks want to charge me, I'll have a more likely chance of reaching it into close combat. So it's going to stay still in defiance against the Orks there in the middle. So it's actually having an anti-tank roll over here. And not only that, I didn't really want to move because I want to apply the bonuses for Wisdom of the Ancients to the Intercessor squads hiding in the cover over there, especially what's inside that massive behemoth there. What's that called again? That's the Death Wagon, isn't it? Yeah, the Battle Wagon, yeah. The Battle Wagon, we just calculated out that the Tank Busters against an Intercessor squad has 36 shots at strength 8, AP -2, flat 3 damage. Thankfully, we have -1 to hit because of the dense cover, so they will be hitting on 6s, and they won't be getting re-rolls because they're not vehicle keyword. So that's quite frightening, nonetheless, against the Intercessors. But, of course, we're Ultramarines, we show no fear, so I have to apply that balance to the narrative as well. The Storm Raven has pushed forward. I have to push forward the Storm Raven in order to have some close combat ability there. So the Twin Multi-Melter, the Las Cannons and the Hurricane Bolters are in rapid fire range, which is good news indeed. The Repulsor has moved forward. The contents are still inside, so the customised kill team there. And it's moved forward 10 inches to engage against light infantry there. The tactical squad, the combat squad, has moved forward to engage against the Orks over there. And furthermore, the Lieutenant and the Warlord have pushed forward over to there as well. It's the end of the movement phase for the Ultramarines. There's no psychic on both sides, so we're going to skip the psychic phase. So we're going to go straight onto the shooting phase now for the Ultramarines. This combat squad, simple target, trying to kill those boys in the open. Hitting on 3s, long range, because it's Devastator Doctrine at the moment. 1 hit, and a 5 to wound because they're toughness 5 now, and that is not a wound, so that's no damage. Right, I've declared all my shooting for the Repulsor. So the Repulsor is going to fire its twin Las Cannon, the Las Talon, and the Hunter Slayer missile is going to go into the Battle Wagon. And then all the remaining anti-infantry firepower is going to try and neutralise that screen over there. I'll spend a command point for mortal position, and I'm going to select the Hunter Slayer missile to automatically hit the Battle Wagon. Plus I regain that stratagem. I don't, so I'm down to 9 CP. Right, I've called upon my first patron, the first dice roll as well. Well, technically for its anti-tank capability there. The key roll has been given to Tyler Griselli. So all he needs to do is to roll to wound against your Battle Wagon. Your Battle Wagon is toughness 7, so it's strength 10. So it's 3 to wound. And that's a 1. And yeah, I'm going to spend a command point. So 5 plus a regain, that's CP, so down to 8. No, I'm still down to 8. Okay, 3 to wound. Come on, Tyler. Now roll a 1 again! Oh, no damage whatsoever. Bounced off the armour. Oh, not a good start here. So now we've got a twin Las Cannon into the target, hitting on 3s.
4s. Yeah,
-1 because of the foliage, isn't it? So 1 has hit its mark. Well done. Thank you for reminding me. So this is strength 9, the toughness 7, so 3s to wound. And that is a wound. That's AP -4, but you do have a 5+ invulnerable
5+ invulnerable for Fortress on Wheels.
Yeah. And that is a 3. That's D6 damage. And I will call upon Devon Matthews. Come on, Devon. D6. 4 damage. And has it got Ramshackle?
No, because you're over strength 8.
Okay, I'm over strength 8, so Ramshackle does not apply to that vehicle. Talon. I'm going to double check the range here. It's range 24. A hair's whisker. We discussed it off camera. I'm just about within range 24. So both of us are in unanimous decision about that. So the Las Talon is in range. Same target, hitting on 3s. Sorry, beg your pardon, 4s because of dense foliage. So 1 hit. I need to call upon another patron. Come on, Maxfield. It is your moment of glory. Maxfield Knuckles. Wounding on a 3. Oh, rolled a 2! Oh, no damage from the anti-tank capability there. Oh no, what are we going to do? Blast! Onslaught Gatling Cannon, first of all. Hitting into the Ork boys over there. Hitting on 3s. Okay, just 1 has missed. It's good firepower. This is strength 5 and your toughness 5, and it's AP -2 because it's heavy. So it looks like you only lost 2. So 2 boys have been shot there. Next up is 8 shots again. These are the twin, not twin, but 2 Iron Hail Stubbers hitting on 3s. There's no rerolling, unfortunately, because it only applies to core units. So 3 have hit their mark. 5s will be wounds, though. So that's 1 kill, because it's AP -2, because it's an Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. Next up is the fragmentation launchers. Okay, 4 sets of fragmentation launchers. So a minimum of 3. This is the blasts. So that there is 6, 10, 13, 16. So 16 dice rolls. Hitting on 3s. Dice to wound. 5 saves in total against that Ork boy squad. So 1 is saved and 4 of them have gone down. Right, so the multi-melter and 2 of the back bolters Marines are going to shoot into the Dreadnought, the Death Dread, and then 2 of the front Battle Brothers can see line of sight, are in range 24 of those boys. So 2 bolt guns into the boys, hitting on 3s. Actually, -1 to hit because it's dense foliage, that's a miss. And then 2 bolt guns into the boys. 1 hit. Oh, sorry, this is into the Dreadnought, so toughness 7, so 5 to wound. And that is a wound. AP minus of nothing. And 4, the armour holds. Now the multi-melter, it does have 2 shots, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s though because of the captain. He does hit the mark. Strength is 8, toughness 7.
Yeah.
3 is a wound. I will call upon a patron here actually. I'll call upon Joseph Darling for this moment of glory. Wounding on a 3. And a 5 is a wound. That's AP -5. That's D6 damage. Your toughness ramshackle? Nope, it exceeds the strength of the calibre of the weapon. So D6 damage. Come on, Joseph. Only 1 damage! Oh no! I made my decision when it comes to acquiring targets here for the Storm Raven. So splitting up with everything. So the Hurricane Bolters, both sets, are going to shoot into that unit of boys there. Now the multi-melters, twin multi-melters are going to go into the Dreadnought, the Death Dread, and then the twin las cannons are going to go into the Battle Wagon, and then the Storm Eagle rockets are going to try and shoot into the artillery pieces over there. The twin las cannon is going to shoot into the Battle Wagon. The reason why I've gone for las cannons is because it's strength 9 as opposed to toughness 8, so it's making it easier to wound. So hitting on 3s. 1 has hit its mark. And I'll save my patrons a bit later, I think. So strength 9, toughness 8, 3s to wound. It's a 2! Nothing! Right, next up is multi-melter time. Going into the Death Dread. 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. He's grinding his teeth here in agony. They've all hit except for 1. Okay. 3s to wound. Strength 8, toughness 7. And that's 2 wounds. That there is AP -5. Do you have any invuns?
No.
Okay. So that's going to be 4 damage straight away, plus 2d6 because of an armour bane. It's the nature of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another 7 damage, making it 9 in total. Do you ignore damage?
No, I don't, but I explode.
Do you explode?
On the roll of a 6.
That is a 6. It detonates, and there's nothing you can do about that. I'm going to inflict damage as well, because it is an explosion. So it's D3 mortal wounds on units within 6 inches?
No, within 3 inches.
Oh, within 3 inches.
Yeah,
okay.
so I think it'll only be the bikes.
And them.
And the boys.
Possibly the Storm Raven as well. Okay, so the Storm Raven is actually safe, because actually for Auroras and that kind of thing, it's measured from the base, so the Storm Raven is not affected, thankfully. But the unit of boys and the bikes will take D3 mortal wounds. So the boys first, just
take 2.
Okay.
Because I'm Death Skulls, I ignore mortal
You ignore
wounds
mortal
on
wounds on 6s. Okay.
So 2 die.
2 have died. Okay.
And then for the war bikes.
Yep. Is 1 mortal wound. 6s to ignore. Okay. So the Dreadnought has been destroyed. Mission accomplished there from the servitor that managed to acquire the target and obliterate that Dreadnought there. I'm sorry, it's new model syndrome, isn't it? I feel bad. But that's the nature of war, nonetheless. Storm Eagle rockets into the artillery pieces, hitting on 3s. 1 is hit. It's going to get a wave of damage there. So it's going to wound on a 3, I believe. No, it does not. There's no damage. Okay. So next up is the Hurricane Bolters within rapid fire against that boys unit there. Right. So the first Hurricane Bolter set, hitting on 3s. Running to wound, 5s to wound. Wow. Okay. So 3 I've done so far. So I'm just going to roll these again. So 3 wounds. Next set, hitting on 3s, rolling to wound. So 3 so far. That's another 4, so that is 7 wounds against the Ork boys. So 6 is to save. None.
No.
Okay, so 7 boys have been cut down here from the firepower of the Hurricane Bolters. Okay, simple as that. The smaller arms fire is not in range of the boys. The boys are safe, but the bikes, however, will be targeted. But they are at -1 to hit because of the dust cloud. So I'm going to call upon Chris Comiskey to help me with the blast radius. Is that 1 squad?
Yes.
So that's going to be a minimum of 3?
Yeah.
So I'm going to call upon Chris Comiskey for this moment here. I will supercharge the heavy plasma incinerator. It's 3. Okay, fair enough. So 3 shots coming in. Thank you, Chris. And I'm going to need 4s to hit. But I re-roll because of Wisdom of the Ancients, and it's a core model. So thankfully I'll re-roll those ones. Any further ones are mortal wounds. No mortal wounds, but both have missed. Now this strength is 9, toughness 5. So 3's to wound. It will be a kill because it's flat 3 damage. And that is a flat 3 damage. A bike has been obliterated. It's AP -5 as well. Nasty. And then we're going to do the Icarus rocket pod. So D3 shots, 2 shots. Actually, it's minimum 3, isn't it?
3.
Yeah, so 3. Yeah, because of the blast. So hitting on 4s. Wisdom of the Ancients. So re-roll those 1s. 2 have hit their mark. Strength 7. So only 1 wound. That's AP -1 normally, but +1 because of the doctrine, because it's a heavy weapon.
So they got 4 up normally.
So they've got 4 armour, so 6 is to save. No, that's D3 damage. So on a 5 or a 6, another bike goes. No, just 1 wound on the bike. And we're going to underslung Onslaught Gatling Cannon. So it's another 8 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. So another hit, another hit there, another hit there. 5 hits, 4s to wound, only 1 wound. So AP minus of 2. 6 up, no, 1 damage. So it's down to 1 wound remaining on that bike there. That's the Redemptor Dreadnought done. Intercessor Squad, maximum firepower into those boys. So we're going to do 2d6 shots, minimum of 3 with grenade launchers. We're using fragmentation rounds. So that there is 9 shots. Hitting on 4s because of terrain. Any 1s there? No. So we take off those 2. Take away the 3 as well. Foliage is paying off for the Orks. Their favourite terrain feature. 5s to wound. And 2 wounds at AP minus 1 because of Devastator Doctrine and Frag. So 2 boys have been cut down. Next up is the Intercessor squad with the remaining firepower. 16 shots hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Apologies, that was a 2. I accidentally moved it over to a 4. That's my bad. Good job I double checked on camera. So these are the rerolling 1s. So 4s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. Just discussing off camera. What was the stratagem you could have played? Kareen, yeah. So basically what you would have done is you would have moved 6 inches with the Dreadnought. hit the Storm Raven instead. Brilliant stuff. But he forgot to deploy. I suppose it saved the CP, but it would have been quite epic if that happened. Yeah. So this here is Strength 4, Toughness 5. So 5 will be kills because AP -1. So that's 4 Ork boys being cut down there from the bolt rifle fire. Right, thankfully for the Orks, that is the end of the shooting phase. For anti-infantry firepower, it's been quite successful, despite the fact that there is a whole load of foliage in the way when it comes to line of sight. So that's pretty good there for the firepower from the bolt weaponry, especially. The Orks have lost their Death Dread, unfortunately. It could have careened, but it did not. It just detonated where it stood, causing a whole load of damage there. No damage over here, actually. We've failed with the Storm Raven firepower over there. So now it is the morale phase. There's no charging, so we're going to go straight onto the morale phase. And we're just going to double check the leadership here for the Orks. That's right. 6. That's 1 run away, and that's 1s and 2s now. Oh no, they both run away. Oh no, the screen's gone. Oh, the shock attack gun is like, where's my screen gone? Come back here, you cowards. Then over here, 6, he runs away as well. Morale has been demoralising here for the Orks. Another 6 here. Oh no, so that one of them runs away. And then 3 more models. Another one runs away. These boys here. Okay, so that's the end of the morale phase. Quite significant there. 2 whole units destroyed and another one on the verge of being destroyed here as well. So that's the end of the turn for the Ultramarines. Pretty successful. We're going to come over here to give it another perspective. So you can see along here the firepower, the crossfire. It's been quite deadly here against the Orks. So we're going to go on to a new turn now. It is the Orks' turn 2 command phase. Here we go. Another command point has been added, making it the total to 9 command points for the Orks. He's not going to call upon the War yet at the command phase. So that concludes the command phase for the Orks. Turn 1. Movement phase, turn 1 for the Orks. Movement phase complete on turn 2. Here, it looks as though that a bit of movement has happened here. It looks like the Ork looted Spitfire has moved across the battlefield, the Dakar jet. It looks like it's going to take out the combat squad over there. Anything else that you've done?
Not really,
not really, no.
Warbikers have just reshuffled. And my 2 remaining boys have decided to try and hide in the trees.
Yeah, and I think that's it, isn't it?
That's
just simple as that. I think the screen was just gone, wasn't it? And the tank busters are still inside the Ork battle wagon there. No psychic phase, straight onto the shooting phase now for the Orks on turn 1. First shot of the day for the Orks. Oh dear, what's happening now?
So I've played the Death Skull specific stratagem Wreckers on my big mech with the shock attack gun. Gives him +1 to wound. Yeah. He's going to fire into that tank there.
Oh dear, the repulsor.
He fires, and what I have to do is I have to roll randomly 2d6 for the strength. So I'll do that now. So I'm strength 5. Okay. But I'm +1 to wound.
+1 to wound.
So I'll be wounding you
3s.
On 4s.
Yes.
On 4s.
4s, yeah, because you're strength 5.
Yeah.
+1 to wound would be normally 5s. Okay.
So I'm 2d3 shots.
2d3 shots.
So 3.
3 shots.
Which is a bit disappointing, to be honest.
Oh dear.
Hitting on 4+.
Yep.
Because I'm a big mech, and that is his ballistic skill.
Yeah. And he's hit.
And he's hit.
Strength is +1, so it'll be your force to wound.
Force to wound, because I'm +1 to wound, not +1 strength.
The stratagem.
So force to wound.
Yes.
Because I'm a Death Skull, every time I shoot, I can choose to re-roll either a single hit
or
wound.
Or wound,
so I'm going to re-roll that.
On a 5.
On a 5.
So a 4 and 2 5s.
So he has done 3, the AP 5. And then they're D6 damage each.
Oh,
so
okay.
he's going to do 3d6 damage to that tank.
And that there is...
12 damage.
12 damage. It's down to 4 wounds remaining.
I'm going to spend a command point.
Oh.
To re-roll.
The 2.
The 2.
Yes, I thought you would. And that is a 6.
So it's 16 damage.
16 damage. There's nothing we can do about that, can we? The repulsor has been destroyed. It's only fair that I killed his Death Dread first, so... Oh, you should see the reaction on my face. So it is, on a roll of a 6, does it detonate? It does not, it's a roll of a 3. But there are occupants inside. So any rolls of a 1, models are slain. So... 3 have fallen. Oh no. Right, okay, let's get them out. Take off Brother Quintus, Brother Valian, and Brother Sharp. They have fallen and succumbed to the firepower of that character. Right, the Primaris Intercessors have disembarked, and sadly, I must say farewell to another patron, CJ Velasco. Thank you, comrade, for your support on the channel. Right, so we calculated there's 36 shots in total from the Dakar Jet. On a 4+, he gets an additional 6 shots. On a roll of 6, it's an additional 12 shots.
This is for the more Dakar
upgrade.
So no, it doesn't, just 36.
Just 36 shots here, and suppose you're declaring it into the Intercessors?
Into the Intercessors,
okay,
yeah.
The Intercessors have been targeted. 18 shots, just to make it easier to wield. Hitting on 5s. That's 5 wounds.
And
so
I do get a re-roll for the death skulls, which I'll take now.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay. So 3 saves, AP minus?
6 saves, AP minus 1.
Oh, 6 saves at AP minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6 saves, needing 4s. I only take 1 wound. Okay. Batch of 18. Hitting on 5s. Do you wish to re-roll the 1 dice?
No, I can't, because it's one. This is the same amount of shooting.
Okay. Oh yes, beg pardon. Yeah.
And then 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Another
so
5.
5.
Okay, another 5. Roll these dice again. I saved. I saved 4, but 1 has been killed. So 1 of the Primaris Marines has been killed, and that is Brother Thiele. 2 mech guns are targeted the Redemptor Dreadnought. So do your firepower.
So first one, D6 shots.
4 shots.
4 shots.
Okay. Getting 4 dice, hitting on your ballistic skill, which is 4.
4 plus, because we're grots.
Oh.
1 hit.
1 hit.
And the gun takes 1 mortal wound as well.
A mortal wound.
And then it's strength 8.
Toughness 7.
So 3s to wound.
That is a 3.
3.
That is a wound. AP minus?
3.
AP minus 3. 6 up save. Ultra symbol. No! 5. Damage.
It's D6.
D6.
2.
2. Minus 1 is 12 wounds remaining. Just insulted us. He said that Red Primaris Dreadnoughts don't get duty eternal. Well. It would have been 2 damage, but we double checked the rules. Of course it has duty eternal. We are Space Marines. So it's down to... does have 13, down to 12 wounds remaining. The grot has been wound up because of that rule. He's going to make sure it dies. D6 shots.
D6 shots.
1 shot.
Right, 4 to hit.
4 to hit.
No.
And it missed. The Dreadnought lives. Praise the Emperor. Tankbusters are going to be shooting at the flyer. Now, it would be +1 to hit because of tankbusters, but then reverse back to -1 because of the nature of flyers. So they're actually hitting on 5s.
Yeah, and this is the number of shots. So there's 12 of them, so it's 12 D3 shots.
Okay, 12 D3 shots. Well, that's a lot of shots there. We'll calculate that off camera. Right, we calculated off camera. Would you believe it? It's 27 shots against the Storm Raven. So it's a good job. It's at -1 to hit. But they do get +1 as well. So hitting on 5s. 12 hits. That's above average.
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
And I will take one of my Death
take
Skull
one of your
reroll
dice.
now. No.
Okay. AP -2.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
I'm going to have to roll one at a time here. This is pivotal. One of the changes I'd like to have is, of course, yes, my biased opinion is that marine vehicles should be tougher, because they are space marines after all. But nonetheless, we are in this current edition. So here we go. So 9 wounds.
6.
6.
3 damage
Okay,
each.
6. Oh dear. The pressure. So, okay, so it's AP -2. So first one fails. So it's down to 11. Because it's got 14 wounds. 11. 8 wounds remaining. Next one. Nope. So that there is 5. I won't call upon a patron yet. Saved. Next one. Come on, for the Emperor. No, it's 1.
2 wounds remaining.
2 wounds remaining.
And you got 1 more roll.
And I've got 1 more roll. I'm going to call upon a patron to do a command reroll for this one. I'm going to call upon James Ashfield on a 4+. Come on, my fellow comrade. 5+. Take it back, sorry. I'm scared. Come on, 5+. Yes! I've got it. Okay, it's going to live. But he's got 1 more shot. I'm not going to roll that dice because I rolled a 1 already. Come on. Live! No! So at least he's alive, but he's got 2 wounds remaining. The tank busters have almost destroyed that Storm Raven. Plus I regain that stratagem point. No. So I'm actually down to 7 command points. So you said there's something that I really like. What is that?
My beast boss is going to shoot him with his stump gun.
Oh no. All right then.
So it's assault D3.
Oh no.
Now interestingly, because of his beast snagger ability, he gets +1 to hit against vehicles.
Oh.
So he's back to hitting it on 5s.
Yeah. And he's
So he
hit
does
once.
hit it. So he does hit it. It is strength 6.
Toughness 7.
So 5s to wound.
And you'll re-roll that wound
And I will
because of
re-roll
that
it because
ability.
of my Death Skull ability. No.
That's a 3. Okay.
So everything, the
Battle wagon.
two big shooters and the kill cannon from the battle wagon are all going to go
into the Storm
into
Raven.
the Storm Raven to try and finish it off.
Okay.
So the kill cannon's D6 shots.
5. Okay. That's hitting on 6s.
We are hitting on 6s.
And he's hit once.
And I am going to leave the reroll.
Leave the reroll, just in case he fails to wound.
Because I'm strength 8.
Toughness 7.
So 3s to wound.
Yes, okay. AP minus.
So the kill cannon is AP -2 and 2 damage.
Well, so it's not quite as good as a battle cannon. Well, sort of, because battle cannon's D3. But this is Ork technology here. So, pivotal moment. I'm going to call upon a patron. Marshal Cummings. For the Emperor, Marshal Cummings. 5+. No! The Storm Raven goes down. We got a Storm Raven down. We got a Storm Raven down. Okay, here we go. Does it explode? I will not blame the patron for this. I will blame upon the Ultramarines Games Workshop dice. Ultra symbol represents that it's exploded. It does not explode on a roll of 5, but there are occupants inside. There are 6 occupants inside. Any apothecary symbols models are slain. No command rerolls allowed. None. Thank the Emperor. Okay, so they disembark from the vehicle, but the Storm Raven has gone down. After literally 5 minutes of making a decision as to which target the Ork bikers are going to target, it's either the Terminators or the Venerable Dreadnought. Rob has decided to target the Terminators first, and only. Time. We shall find out. So 60 shots, would you believe, because of the stratagem more Dakar. because normally it'd be 3 shots a time.
Yeah, some of them are out of decker range, so yeah.
So it's going to be 60 shots.
So this is 30, hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s. Strength is 5, toughness of 4.
3 to wound.
They've all wounded, fantastic. Okay, that's the first batch. So that there is 9 saves. So we'll keep that there. We'll now pull over here. So another batch of 30 coming right up. I didn't even react on the last frame. That's terrible.
I'm going to use my reroll.
I think they just exhaust. Yeah, you just may as well.
No.
That didn't talk as well.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. They've all wounded. Okay, so that brings it to 12 armour saves of 2+. No AP minus. Okay. None. All bounced off the armour because there's no apothecary symbols. Sparks fly. We are Terminators. Exterminate protocol. We just checked the slugger. It's just out of range there from the Ork boys. That's what's left of them. He was contemplating about charging here, but he's decided that the objective is the most important thing, so he's going to hold back. Even though we're going to have 6 attacks each Terminator, because a basic Terminator has 2 attacks. I get +1 for charging, and for 2 lightning claws, and the nature of the scenario. So the sergeant's going to have 7 attacks. It's ridiculous. Charges? Anyway. There's no charges. He's going to hold back. But for morale, we do have morale. So Ultramarines will get +1. So their leadership is, we'll find out, 5. That's 9. I'm going to double check the leadership here. Well, that's good news. We get +1 to our leadership, so we count as leadership 9. I would have re-rolled because of They Show No Fear, but nonetheless, they hold their morale, which is excellent news there for the Ultramarines. There's no other casualties, and that is it. Well, the Storm Raven's gone, and the Repulsor has gone. Those are the 2 main casualties that I was a bit annoyed about, but nonetheless, fair is fair. He did roll a superb dice roll, even though it was at strength 5, and wounding on 5s and 6s, which he managed to do. It's D6 damage a time, and blew up that Repulsor in 1 shot. So that is the end of turn 1 for the Orks. We're going to go on to a new battle round. It is battle round 2. Turn 2 for the Ultramarines. We're going to roll off to see who will move the objective. 2 and a 5. So he's going to move 2d6 towards him. 7 inches. So he's going to move the objective here. The loot. He's going to take it further back. It's even harder for the Ultramarines here. Okay. So the loot has been put there. Command phase. 7 back up to 8 CP for the Ultramarines. The Ancients is going to be transferred over to the Venerable Dreadnought now. On a 5+ a regain, that's Stratagem. I don't. So I'm back down to 7 command points. End of the command phase, straight on to the movement phase now for the Scions of Guilliman, turn 2. Okay, Ultramarines at the end of the movement phase, turn 2. Intercessors have moved forward. The Redemptor has moved forward at -2 because of coming out of the crater, but it's going to deliver its firepower, probably over to here. Is within 6 inches of the Venerable Dreadnought, who has activated the Wisdom of the Ancients stratagem. So it is his turn to give wisdom to his fellow comrades. So the Dreadnought has moved forward as well. And then we have the Terminators, Assault Terminators, moved 5 inches as well. The Tactical Squad, the Combat Squad over there, has moved forward alongside the Lieutenant and Captain over there. Now the patron Winston Atkins has blessed his multi-melter, and it could target either the flyer or the vehicle over here. Even though it's moved, it would be -2, but it's always a maximum -1 anyway, even if it's hitting a flyer. So we may apply that over there. The intercessors, the remaining intercessors there, the kill team is moving forward and hope to engage over here. And the combat squad is going to try and shoot over to here. I may put the intercessor firepower over to here because I think they will die probably in close combat. We shall see. So no psychic phase, straight onto the movement phase now on turn 2 for the Ultramarines. Right, we've acquired targets here. Icarus rocket pod is going to shoot at the bikes. The two fragmentation grenade launchers are going to shoot into the boys, try and kill them. The onslaught Gatling cannon is going to shoot into them as well, just to make sure they die. No quarter is given. And the heavy plasma incinerator is going to supercharge, and it's going to go into those artillery pieces over there. Calling upon my fellow Patreon, last Patreon shout out for tier 7 plus members, for that supporting the Cadian faction. It is Winston Adkins' moment of glory with a command reroll on standby to see the rate of fire for the heavy plasma incinerator. A 6! 4 facing. Thank you, Winston. Nothing to stop us when it comes to line of sight. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of wisdom of the ancients from the Venerable Dreadnought. And I reroll those. I hit. And I'm very, very... How many wounds have they got each?
5. Oh no, 6, sorry, but one's down to 5.
One is down to 5. Do I make sure that that dies to spend a command point? Yes, I will do it. 5+ or regain. Yes, I keep that stratagem. Now the reroll. No! And it takes a mortal wound as well. So it's down to 11. Okay. 11 wounds. Okay, it's heated a little bit. Because I cannot command reroll, and I did roll a 1. So I'll take away one of those. We've done that there. Now this is strength is 9.
So toughness 5.
Toughness 5. 3s are flat 3 damage for the Emperor. And that there, it looks like it's mission accomplished. Because that is 12 damage. And they have been destroyed. That's Darren Gardner's Redemptor Dreadnought. Another unit just deleted like that. Very good shooting there. Right, so onslaught Gatling cannon now. I'm going to shoot into those boys over here. So hitting on a 4s because you're in foliage. So take away. There's no 1s. They've missed. And 4s are AP -1, and they will be... Oh, did I have a 3? I've done that again. Thank you for pointing that out. So, force to wound, strength 5, toughness 5. And that's 2. That's... Oh, boy, boss has got 2 wounds, hasn't he? So 1 wound remains. Now the fragmentation grenades. Fragstorm grenade launchers. That is 8 shots. Hitting on 4s. This is why we did all the firepower. Rerolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. It's a core unit. It does generate a hit as well. That's brilliant shooting. Now 5s to wound. And these are assault. And guess what? You live. Oh, he lives! The Venerable Dreadnought is next. We have the underslung Stormbolter. That's going to shoot into the Ork knob. And I'm going to shoot the assault cannon and try and pop up a few wounds against the battle wagon. So assault cannon has 6 shots, hitting on 2s because he's a Venerable Dreadnought. He's a veteran and he re-rolls because he's a core unit. And he'll hit. 5s to wound, toughness of 7 because it's open topped. No re-rolls, but that there is 3 wounds, AP -1. Good shooting there from the Venerable Dreadnought. He's just double checking his armour saving throw.
I think it's a 3+.
I think it is a 3+, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a 3+. They increased the armour save now.
So 4+.
4s to save.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. How many wounds remaining?
Down to 10.
Down to 10, okay. Bit of damage there. Now we're going to double check the range to see if I'm in rapid fire. Yes, we're in rapid fire. And a Stormbolt has 4 shots. Hitting on 2s. Or hit. I just need a single 5+, and he's dead. He's AP -1, Tactical Doctrine. And there's a 5 and a 6. The boy, the knob, has been demoted by falling to the bolter fire. Another unit cleared. Next up is... we're going to shoot Oh, it's a tough decision. I'll find this out off camera. I made my decision. Winston Adkins' multi-meltar is going to shoot at the Dackerjet because I think it's easier to kill because that's got a 5-up invuln. And the bolt guns count as rapid fire. I may as well shoot into the Dackerjet as well. So I'm going to fire 6 shots into the Dackerjet, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of the captain. So it's 3 hits. 5 to wound. 1 wound, AP -1 because of tactical doctrine. And he rolls a 2, that's another wound. Goes down to 11. Dackerjet has 12 wounds. Next up is the multi-melter. I have no patrons left, but hitting on 4s with 2 multi-melter hits. Here we go. 2 multi-melter shots. Here they come. 1 hit. I've already spent my command reroll, so 1 hit won't be enough to kill. 3 is a wound, however. 5 is a wound. That's AP -4. D6 damage. That is 2 damage only. Okay. Down to 9. Now, I didn't do the orbital bombardment because I'm saving those 3 command points to a bit later on, if he survives, of course. Next up is, I'm going to do the combat squad over here. I'm going to scrap that over there. I'm going to switch unit over here, and the intercessors are actually going to target the, what's it called again? Sorry,
the Big Mech.
The Big Mech. Yes, I'm going to target the Big Mech here. Firepower into the Big Mech. I'm going to fire 2 solid crack shots. So hitting, hitting on 3s. Both hit. Strength is 6. 3 to wound. 1 wound. AP -1.
So 4+ invulnerable save from his cyborg body.
4. Ooh, okay. He's saved. Well done. Next up is the bolt fire rounds. So there is 5 shots. So that's 10. So 10 dice. Come on, comrades. Do your duty for the Guilliman. Hitting on 3s. No reroll 1s. So just double checking. Yes, there's another 4 there. 5. No! Those assault symbols, not good. So this is toughness 5 again. So 5's to wound. That's 3.
3
wounds there.
4+ invulnerable saves.
Takes a wound.
Takes 1 wound.
Okay, takes 1 wound. That's the intercessor squad done over there. Next up is the combat squad over here. Okay, the sergeant's plasma pistol is going to fire plasma pistol into there. I'm not going to supercharge. I'm not going to be tempted into doing that. The flamer is going to try and auto hit the Dackerjet. And then the bolt weaponry is going to rapid fire at long range because the tactical doctrine for Ultramarines is going to shoot into the Big Mech. First, hitting on 3s. Okay, 2 have missed. 5's to wound. 2 wounds actually. That's AP -1, but he's got his 4+ invulnerable save.
So 1 more.
Another 1. Okay, I'll probably have to use a stratagem to make sure he dies. Next up is D6 auto hits with a flamer. 6. And flamers are assault, so these will be AP -1 if I successfully wound. And 5s. That's 1 wound on your flyer. That's AP -1. You've got a 4-up save, I think.
I'll just double check it.
But double check, as
4+.
always. So -1 because of assault weapon. Takes it down to another wound. And a plasma pistol. It's a pistol weapon. So it's only used for the assault phase. So plasma pistol hitting on a 4. A hit. Did not supercharge. Strength 7, 3's to wound. That's a wound. AP -3. So it's down to 7 wounds remaining over there. Okay. I'm going to fire all the bolt shots into the battle wagon because you're toughness 7 because you're not open top. You're open topped, so there's a bit of weak spots here to represent the fact that that is the case. And furthermore, I'm going to do solid shot grenade launcher shots as well into that. So bolt weaponry first, hitting on 3s. 11 hits, wounding on 5s because you're open topped. Saves of AP -2 because of tactical doctrine. No. Two more wounds go through because of Tactical Doctrine and the AP- of the bolt rifle. 2 auxiliary grenade launchers hitting on 3s. Both have hit their mark. Strength 6, toughness 7, 5 to wound. Boxcars! AP- 1.
Okay, so 4 ups.
1. Okay, D3 damage is a crack grenade. And that's the full 3.
So -1.
-1 because of ramshackle.
Yeah.
So it's down to 6 wounds remaining. Well remembered with the ramshackle. Right, next up, we're going to do some charges with the Terminators. Dreadnought is going to charge first. Are you going to Overwatch? He's thinking.
No.
No. Okay, so the Dreadnought is going to go in. For the Emperor. That's a 6-inch charge. It should be able to make it. We will double check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dreadnought is definitely in. So we're going to swing that around over to there. And then the Terminators are going to charge. A double 1, but that should be okay because we're in engagement range.
Yeah, just
about. But I would have spent a command reroll to reroll that. So that's it, that's fine. So we move in 2 inches and then we'll pile in an extra 3 inches. Right, that is the end of the charge phase, and we're going to go on to consolidation, and going to spend a stratagem here for Fury of the First. Right, we're going to go on to the fight phase. So I'm going to consolidate those Terminators an extra 3 inches, but spending a command point for, of course, Fury of the First. So it is the fight phase. That means they will be re-rolling 1s for Wisdom of the Ancients, and +1 to the hit rolls. So instead of 3s, they're hitting on 2s. So the Terminators, and it includes the Dreadnought as well, the Dreadnought will get 6 attacks, because that's an Astartes character, and furthermore the Rage. So 6 attacks for the Dreadnought. And furthermore, the Terminators will have 6 attacks each. The Sergeant will have 7 attacks. So what that means is interpreted. So the Terminators, the reason why they get that is because they have a base of 2 attacks, 2 sets of Lightning Claws, Adeptus Astartes, Angels of Death, and furthermore the Rage. So that's why they get those bonus attacks there. So I'm going to do my consolidation move now for the Terminators. 31 attacks, hitting on 2s because of Fury of the First. And would you believe it, I re-roll 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. Re-rolling the 1s. That's all but 1. 30 hits. Right, 30 hits. And now rolling to wound. 5s to wound though, but re-rolling because of the nature of the weapon. 12 wounds so far, re-rolling the remainder. Imagine if that was light infantry.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh man, that'd be terrible. So 16 wounds, AP -2. So he does get a 6+ armour save. He saves 4. Well done. That saves a bike actually.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and
a bit. So 4 bikers have been sliced to pieces here by the Terminators. He's made a decision. He's not going to interrupt because he was contemplating about 1 CP, but it costs 2 CP to interrupt. So now it's the Venerable Dreadnought. Hitting on 2s because he is a Venerable Dreadnought, and re-rolling 1s to hit because of Wisdom of the Ancients. Re-roll those 3 1s, thankfully, because of Wisdom of the Ancients. They all hit. The strength of the weapon is 6 times 2, strength 12. So that would be 2s to kill. It's AP -3. Each does flat 3 damage. That's destroyed. So the bikers have been crushed to death by the anger of the Venerable Dreadnought. No, we're not going to advance forward because I know what he's going to be up to. He's going to try and hit me back for free. No, he's going to have to come and take me down. So that there is the end of close combat. Morale. Is there any morale we've got to do?
Got nobody left.
He's got nobody left. He does have quite a lot of reserves turning up though, so there is hope for the Orks yet. Don't worry, Ork fans. they will get their fight nonetheless. So morale is finished. Fury of the First can be taken down because that lasts to the end of the phase. But Wisdom of the Ancients has been applied regardless until the next command phase for the Ultramarines. So that there is the end of turn 2 for the Ultramarines. We're going to go straight on to Orks turn 2 here. What a gruesome battle this is becoming. 4 command points, back up to 5 for the Orks. And something is about to happen. Now, do you wish to call upon the Noir yourself? Go on.
No, I'm not. No,
you're not going to do it?
No.
Risk of a sore throat?
No, I don't want.
Okay, I'll have to do it then. I have called upon the War. So that is the end of the command phase for the Orks on turn 2. Straight onto movement phase, turn 2 for the Orks. Right, it's the end of the movement phase for the Orks on turn 2, and everything's happening here. So the big mecha stood still, I suppose, to stay still because of heavy. Yeah, to not lose that -1 to hit. Yes, the Gorkamor has decided to come out of the big telebolt Oma, and it's dropped down 9 inches away from the Ultramarines units. The big squig boss in the middle there is going to probably charge into other targets here, and the Deathcopters have arrived very cheekily out of 12-inch range of Auspex scan. I like the sound of that. So very clever there, movement from the Orks. Oh well, it saves us 2 command points nonetheless, so we can't complain there. So the Deathcopters have arrived, and it's going to be very, very nasty. So that is the end of the movement phase for the Orks. No psychic, straight onto the shooting phase now. Daka. Right, we're going to go for the Gorkanaut. He has declared his target. Morkanaut. Yes, it is a Morkanaut. So what are you going to do?
So the custom mega cannon and the big one are going to go into the venerable dreadnought.
That's correct, yep. 2
rocket launchers into the assault terminators.
Yep.
And then the big shooters are going to go after the
combat squad.
Marines combat squad.
Okay, so I'm just going to get some dice ready here. Gun first into the venerable dreadnought.
So it's 3d3 shots.
Okay. That there is
7.
That's very good actually. 7 shots coming in hot. Now ballistic skill 5+, I'm presuming.
Yeah, ballistic skill 5+.
Okay, hitting on 5s. That's a mortal wound.
I'm a death skull, so
I can re-roll that.
Re-roll that.
Which he still gets a mortal wound.
Still gets a mortal wound.
Okay, so it's down to
23.
23 or something wounds. Yeah, we'll check the wounds out for there. Strength of the weapon
is 8.
Toughness 7.
So 3's to wound.
That there is 1 wound.
I'm going to use CP
to re-roll the
that
2.
one.
I thought so, yeah. Okay, does go through.
So,
is there any mortal wounds or anything on 6s?
No, so they're just at -3 AP.
-3 AP. Okay. One at a time. For the Emperor, 6 to save. No. 6 to save. No. 2d6 damage, -2 for each dice. Sorry, -1 for each dice roll. So that's going to be 1 and 3, 4 damage.
4 damage.
And 6s to ignore damage because it is venerable. I ignore none, so 4 damage comes through, it's half dead. Right, next one.
Custom Mega Blaster,
Yeah.
D3 shots for 2.
2 shots, is he on 5s? Oh, you got that 6.
1 hit.
Strength.
Is the same, so it's strength 8, so that's another wound, AP -3.
AP -3, there's nothing we can do, we just need a 6+ to withstand the punishment. No.
D6 damage.
Oh no! We could survive on 2 6s. Come on.
You're -1, aren't you?
I'm -1, so yep.
Yours.
And I just need a 6 with 5 dice. Yeah, I had to take the dice away. Yes, I stood 2. Excellent. So I'm down 2. 1 wound remaining. Would you believe? Fantastic. 2 rockets into the Terminator.
1 hit.
1 hit. Strength.
8.
2's to wound. Does wound. AP minus?
Is 2.
2. 4 plus armour save I'm going to rely upon rather than my infant. 3.
That's 3 damage.
Right. They are precious, and therefore we will spend a command point to reroll 50-50. 4 plus for the Emperor. Oh, it was on a 6, but no, it's on a 3. Terminator gone. Deleted. 20 shots into the Marines, hitting on 5s.
5, so wounding on 3s.
Oh.
Oh, that's poor.
That's very poor.
No AP.
No AP. So, power armour save. Or 3 saves, a 3 plus. I lose a wound on one of the Battle Brothers. He's acquired a target. He's going to make sure the Venerable Dreadnought dies, seeing it is a major threat. Because the Venerable Dreadnought is anti-tank. Trust me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
D6 shots from the cannon.
Oh, 6. Stop rolling those 6s. Nasty.
So
5s to hit. Oh, he gets that 5 as well.
I'm going to use my reroll for the Death Skulls now.
Death Skulls?
No.
No, okay. Strength?
Strength is 8.
8. Toughness 7. A 6.
That's a wound.
It's a wound.
So
AP minus...
minus 2.
Minus 2. Okay. 5 plus. No!
2 damage.
2 damage. Minus 1. 1 damage. So I need a single 6 plus to keep him alive. Oh no.
Why do I feel so uncomfortable?
The kiss of life. No, it was not to be. Does it explode on a roll of 6? It does not explode. The Venerable Dreadnought has been removed from play. Okay, Wisdom of the Ancients is no more. Tank Busters are going to go into the Redemptor Dreadnought. Okay, here we go.
So 12d3 shots.
12d3 shots. We're going to calculate that off camera. 7 shots from Tank Busters. And plus 1 to hit because it's a vehicle keyword. So, rolling to hit.
4s.
4s. That's a lot of hits.
I'll use a reroll.
He's going to use a reroll to Death Skulls, which generates another hit. We're going to calculate how many hits there are. 14 hits.
Strength 8.
Toughness 7.
3s.
3s. Okay, failed a few, but I don't think we're going to withstand the punishment here. That there looks as though...
10.
10.
Minus 2.
10 minus 2. Each does 2 damage because of the Dreadnought. Okay, I'm going to roll over here. So I'm going to double check. We've got 10. We do have 10. 5s to save. Nope, 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 nope. No, it's gone. It's destroyed, I think. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, even if I spent a command reroll, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. The Redemptor is gone. I have no tanks left. So does it explode? It does explode as well. Last radius from the Redemptor Dreadnought is 6 inches, so the intercessors will be hit. D3 mortal wounds. Okay, a Marine has gone. So we're going to have to take it off here. And the worst is yet to come for this squad, because there are Deathcopters on the way, coming in hot with their rockets. Time to take off another patron. Darren Gardner, thank you, comrade, for your support on the channel. But you have been removed as a casualty of war in this particular scenario. 18 shots from rockets, would you believe? Because it's D3 shots a time, and there's more than 5 models, so it's flat 3 shots a time. Hitting on 5s. So there's a few 5s there. Do you wish to do a reroll for one of them?
Yeah, I'll do my Death Skulls reroll.
It's that. Okay, strength is 8, so 2s. 2 have failed actually.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Oh, I should have done a stratagem for them, but never mind. It was transhuman psychology. So it would have been 1s, so 2s, 3s would ignore damage. So I'm going to do 4 saves of 5 plus. I say 1, but 3 of the intercessors are being destroyed. Right, the Decker Jet is going to go into the Captain, maximum firepower. It looks like he's got a ton of shots incoming against him. I'm sorry, Captain Holst. It is your moment of glory to defend yourself behind the blessed shield of the Amber.
So an extra shot, and on a 6+ I get 2 shots per weapon. No.
No, okay. Thank you, Lee. We're okay with that. So it's not a strafing run here, it's just a quick snapshot here.
Just 36 shots.
Just 36? Oh, crazy stuff here. This is 18 shots, so you're doing, how many are you doing at a time?
This is half, this is 18.
So half and half, 36.
So 5's to hit.
5's to hit. Okay.
I'll save my reroll for now.
Yep, okay. He's
And then strength 6.
Strength 6, toughness of 4.
So 3's to wound.
Okay.
And I use the reroll.
Reroll's the reroll now?
No.
Okay, no. So 3 so far. So I'll put those dice to the side. Now he's going to rinse and repeat again. So another 18 rounds coming in. I think he's going to survive here. This is into the Captain here.
So another 3.
Another 3.
So 6 in total.
So 6. Okay. So we do have a 2+ armour save because of the shield, but his AP -1 is down to a 3. Okay. What is... I told you to save the dice!
You've used the reroll already, I think.
And I used the reroll already. Cursed ultramarine dice. 5 to redeem myself. You can actually kill him. Okay, he lives, but he's lost 4 wounds. He's speechless. What is going on? Oh, no. Thankfully, we have that relic. If it hadn't been for that relic, he would be dead. Wow, okay. So, what else can I do about it? He's only down to 2 wounds remaining. The Warlord's in trouble. That gun has selected the target. It's going to shoot into the firstborn Marines in the open.
So the strength.
Strength of the weapon is 6. Okay.
Number of shots.
Number of shots
is
10 shots.
5.
Oh, it's D3.
It's D3.
Oh, okay.
2
I have to say.
D3.
Okay.
So 4's to hit. And there 3's to wound. And then I haven't done my Death Skulls reroll yet. So
No. Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're AP -5.
Okay, D6 at a time.
So the first one's just going to kill that Marine.
Okay.
Next one, dead.
Oh dear.
Dead.
Oh dear, there's a patron gone.
Dead.
Oh no, I'm going to have to keep the sergeant alive. Anonymous. And Betty Son, she's gone. Another patron destroyed. But thank you, Betty, for your support on the channel. So that's the end of the shooting phase. We're going to go straight into the assault phase. Now the Orks have spent a command point called
2 CP on ramming speed.
Okay.
So the Morkanaut is going to charge the assault terminators.
Yeah, 3d6 as opposed to 2d6.
He's 9 inches away, so I've got to roll 9.
Yeah, which he does. Very, very easily. Very, very good use of stratagems there.
Crunch.
Whack. Okay.
And then the Beast Boss on Squigosaur is going to charge into this unit of...
Yeah, I'm going to have to spend a command point here to Overwatch. So we have, I've declared 4 of the shots rapid firing, the bolt rifles, and then these are going to be solid shots, and we're going to have to do it because -1 to wound. The nature of that weird squeak thing. So hitting on 6s. No influence from the Captain. Missed from the intercessors there. Now the grenade launchers. Nothing. Okay, no wounds. So he's going to charge. 11 inches. I think he's going to make it. Yeah.
We're gonna go here.
Okay.
Make a bit of movement.
I'm going to go over there. Okay, right. So it's close combat action. Which are you going to do first?
So before we do anything, at the end of his charge phase on a 2+.
Yeah, mortal wound.
No.
No mortal wounds.
No mortal wounds.
Okay.
Right.
That's that done. So which are you going to do first in the charge, in the assault phase?
I think I'm going to do the... He's -1 to wound. You're wounding him on 6s. So I think I'm going to do the Morkanaut first.
Okay. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's 4 attacks base.
Yep. +1 for the scenario.
+1 for the scenario. +1.
Yep, so Fury.
+1 because of my War this turn as well. So he's got 5 attacks.
Yep. Hitting on.
I'm going to use his crush profile.
Yep.
So his weapon skill is 3+. So I'm hitting on 3s.
So what would he be normally hitting? On 2s in close combat, or was it just 3s?
No, it's just 3s. But he does one where it's like a sweep profile where he makes 3 times the attacks.
Oh, okay.
They're only 2 damage.
Yeah.
So AP -2. So I'm not sure if they're going to be as effective because you've got 3 wounds. So they might be better. It's a bit more swinging this way, but we'll go with this one. So 3s to hit. And I'm going to use my Death Skull reroll.
Yeah. Okay.
All hit.
All hit. Strength.
Strength is 16.
Toughness 4.
So
that should be like 1s to wound.
So 2s to wound.
Yeah, 2s to wound.
And of course I rolled a 1.
AP -2.
AP minus is 4.
Oh, AP -4.
Yeah.
Do have 5 up in Vun though.
Yeah.
Because of Crux Terminatus. 5s to save. And let's have the complete reverse reaction or action like I did for my captain. I got 1 and damage.
6.
Flat 6.
Flat 6.
Ah, okay. Looks like 3 of them have been brought down. So it's just the Patreon remaining. So those 3 Terminators are gone. Okay. Next up is over here. Do I spend 2 command points to interrupt? Well, how many wounds have you got?
9.
9. Doesn't lower the bracket, does it?
No.
No, because it's less than 10 wounds. Do you know what? I'm going to have to do it because I have no choice. Because I'm running out of options here. I may as well be desperate. Being desperate is better than nothing at all. So we will spend 2 command points to interrupt. Right, I'm doing this attack over here because the Sergeant's got a power sword, would you believe? Now the Sergeant has a base of 3 attacks, +1 for being an Astartes, and another +1 for Fury for the twist of this scenario. And then we have 4 attacks each of the Primaris Marines because they have a base of 2, +1 for attack for being Astartes, and +1 attack for Fury. So I'm going to do the Astartes first. So I'm going to move these dice out of the way, save confusion, fellow audience. And of course I've dropped some dice. Right, so 20 attacks, Primaris hitting on... Do you know what? I'm going to spend a command point, another command point, bringing my command tally down to 3. Right, okay, there's a chance here we could do this. You never know. Well, a slight chance. Right, so I played Signs of Guilliman Stratagem from the Ultramarines Codex. Means I get to reroll failed hit rolls. Okay, there's no minuses to hits.
No.
Okay, so hitting on 3 is re-rolling. This is regular attacks. Yeah, it's a good job I spent that command point. So these are the re-rolls. 17 hits at strength 4, toughness 7, but -1 to wound.
-1 to wound, yeah.
So 6 is to wound. Come on, need those ultra symbols. We got 2. Okay. It's better than nothing, I suppose. So, what's your armour save?
4+.
Oh, well, 4+, okay. I can't take that.
And he has a 5+ to
Oh, 5+ to ignore wounds. Ah, you're taking a wound from Walter. Brilliant. Right, next up is the Sergeant. Come on, Sergeant. Now, the Sergeant needs 3s. Re-rolling because the Scions of Guilliman. Yes. But he needs 6s to wound. But these are AP -3. because of Power Sword. Is 5, strength 5 is +1 wounds because of the nature of the Power Sword. But then your toughness 7, so it'd still be 6s to wound.
Yeah, it's still 6s.
And I got a 6, it's AP minus 3.
So 5 plus invulnerable.
Oh no, not to be. So now he will do his attacks, and viewer discretion is advised. Models will be removed. Be what? All right, here we go. How many attacks do you do?
He's got 5 base.
Yep.
For the model. He gets +1 for his beast chopper.
Yep.
He gets +1 for his relic, the beast hide mantle.
Yep.
And then he also gets +1
for fury.
For rage, yes.
Yeah,
the
rage.
mission specific one.
Yep.
So his weapon skill is 2+.
Of course. Yep.
So hitting on 2s.
He's missed twice. But
I'm going to use my Death Skulls reroll.
Yeah. Okay.
He's strength 6.
Toughness of 4.
So 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Okay, missed with 2. They
are AP minus 2.
AP minus 2.
And 2 damage each.
And 2 damage each.
So there's 5 there.
So 5. Okay. I've lost 4 Marines, but 1 lives. So I'm going to take off. Who are we going to take off here? We'll take this off camera to make it a little bit easier. Game up. You may as well do the squig attacks. So we lost 4 Marines already.
Squigosaur's jaws on 2s. Good job, he's not a good. These are strength 7.
Does he get +1 attack, or is it not included in the profile?
So it's per each time he goes.
I'm just saying because of the.
No, so this is you can only ever make 3 attacks with this. It's 3 additional.
Oh, okay.
Only ever 3.
Only ever 3.
So these are strength 7. Any 6s inflict 3 mortal wounds. So,
okay.
So basically, there's 2 there at -3.
Okay. Do you want to spend a command point to re-roll any of them?
Well, I've killed 4 so far.
Yeah, I think you should kill them.
So
yeah.
I'll let you just roll.
All right. Boxcars. Here we go. We save 1. So it looks like the sergeant will live, but 5 have been cut down. We will name the kill team members who have died. These are the kill team members that have died. Archer, Rufus, Cyrus, Damocles, and Samuel. They have been removed as a casualty of war. Right. This here, I'm revealing my ruse. So priority target. Intentionally, I was going to target him as +1 to hit. Yeah, reroll 1s. So yeah, I'll start off here. So right, I'm revealing my ruse here as we are the lower power rating. So priority target, focusing on 1 key unit in the enemy army, could cripple their battle plan entirely. A bit too late now, but I've decided to tie the Gorkanaut here. So at the start of the first battle round, select 1 unit from your opponent's army. You can re-roll wound rolls of a 1 attacks that target that unit or any other unit with the same data sheet as that unit. Okay, so he's been targeted. So the Space Marine, who is he here as a Patreon? Thomas Moore. It's your moment of glory, Thomas. Hitting on 3s. No 1s, so I don't get the priority target. So I'll take them off. Now, toughness?
8.
So strength 4. So 6s. Rerolling because of lightning claws. 2 wounds. AP minus 2.
So 3 plus armour becomes 5 up. No.
No, so 2 damage. So you're down to how
21.
21 wounds. We're doing so well. So that there is the conclusion of close combat. Morale is going to be bad. For the Space Marines over there, 3, 8, they're fine, which you believe, because they shall know no fear, courage and honour. And then the Sergeant will count as leadership 10. 8, leadership 9, base, +1 for being an Ultramarine. They don't care. And over here, lost 4. So that's leadership 9 because of +1 leadership, would you believe, because of Ultramarines trait. And over here, that's a 9, which you believe again is +1 leadership. The Sergeant is leadership 8, +1 for being an Ultramarine. Morale is fine for the Ultramarines. So we're going to go on to a new battle round. It is battle round 3, turn 3 for the Scions of Guilliman. Off for the objective. New battle round. Hey, I actually win. So 2d6. 2d6. So 5 inches, it comes back to me. So I'm going to put it there. Yeah, why not? That could get me some objective points here. Okay. There is the objective. 3 command points. 4 command points. But I will spend 3 command points to do orbital bombardment. The objective marker has been moved there within 3 inches. But then the Gorkanaut is on top there. So that means it is no victory points at the end of the command phase for the Ultramarine. Plus a regain? Yes, back up to 2. So that's there. The orbital bombardment coin has been placed there, and the orbital bombardment card has been placed next to it to remind us that firepower from the skies has been unleashed. End of the command phase, straight on to the movement phase now. Battle round 3, turn 3 for the Ultramarines. Right, it's the end of the movement phase, the Ultramarines. Unfortunately, the firstborn sergeant over there has no targets really, so he's advanced as far as he could, 9 inches, representing that token over there. Going to try and take on the big mech over there, who is exposed, but I don't think I'm in range of any long weaponry, because all the long weaponry has been destroyed, thanks to the efforts of the Ork firepower. So it's a bit of a nightmare here for the Ultramarines. They're trying to reclaim as best they can, but we're going to try our best nonetheless. So the captain and lieutenant have pressed forward in support of this combat squad here. That's going to press forward over to there, and then the intercessors have pressed forward over here, 6 inches, still in tactical doctrine. So they're going to go and shoot against those death copters there. Now the sergeant has pulled out of close combat, but still within 3 inches of the objective. So no points for either side. So it's still technically a draw in this fight, but nonetheless, casualties have been seriously bad here for the Ultramarines. So we're going to go on to a new phase. Psychic phase is not to be. So we're going to go straight on to the shooting phase now for the Scions of Guilliman. Turn 3. Scions of Guilliman, I'm going to apply it to that combat squad. So I want the multi-melter to hit the target. I am tempted to shoot at the big squig. I mean, you've got a 4 up in Van. No, I'm going to go for the Gorkanaut instead, because you've only got 6 up in Van. So here we go. I am within 12 as well.
Are you?
Yeah. Here we go. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling. So the bolters are going to shoot into the... that's going to be 6s to wound. It's got 3 up armour.
Yeah.
That's going to be the same to wound it. Because it's going to be 6s to wound, 4+. Because you've got 4+ in Van.
No, he's 5+ in Van.
Oh, 5+ in Van.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll do the bolter shots into that. And then the multi-melter are going to go into the Gorkanaut. So here we go. Multi-melters hitting on 4s. Good job we got the reroll. Yes! Okay. Strength is 8.
Toughest aim.
Force to wound, but I reroll once because of Lieutenant Phrase. Okay. I will spend a CP to reroll the wound. My last CP, I'm down to 0. No! Right. Okay. 6+ in Van.
You ready?
No.
No.
Okay. So I am within Armour Bane. So it's D6 plus 2 damage. Do you have anything to minus Ramshackle? No, you're not. Ramshackle will just bypass that ability. So that's going to be 5 damage on the Gorkanaut.
16 wounds.
Morkanaut. 8 shots rapid firing into... What's his name?
Beast Boss.
Beast Boss. What's its name? Beast Boss. 3s. Actually, no, -1 because you're in the foliage, aren't you? But I reroll because of the stratagem. Yep. Okay. Didn't make any difference there, sadly. Strength 4, -1 to wound. 7, 6 to wound. Reroll 1's to wound because the lieutenant. 1 wound only. AP -1 though.
So 5 up.
5 up. And it's saved. Right, Volkite pistol from the lieutenant. Hitting on 2s. Actually, no, it's hitting on 3s because it's -1, isn't it? So both hit the mark anyway. Strength 5.
6s.
6 to wound, but 6s are mortal wounds in addition. No mortal wounds, no damage there, unfortunately. The captain now, he has got a bolt pistol. He hits, doesn't wound. That's that there. Next up's Lightning Claw, he's done. Now the Intercessor squad over here into the Deathcopter. Intercessors over here, 2 solid shot grenade launchers, crack shot into the Deathcopters, and then we have 8 shots with the bolt rifles. So bolt rifles hitting on 3s. No minuses or anything, just double checking. Okay. Okay, 4 have hit their mark. 1 wound, AP -2.
Okay. 6 up.
6 up save. No, 1 damage. That's not going to be enough to kill, unfortunately. Next up is 2 grenade launchers. Both hit their mark. 3s to wound. 1 wound only. They've got no CP, so AP -1. So 5 plus save. No, and this is D3 damage. 3 plus we kill a copter. No! He's got 1 wound remaining. They've got 3 wounds left, have they?
No, they've got 4 wounds each.
Oh, they've got 4 wounds each.
Yeah,
That wouldn't be
got
enough
2.
to kill. Okay, so 5s would have been... 5s or 6s would have been killed.
It wouldn't have done because of Ramshackle.
Oh, yeah, Ramshackle's -1 damage as well on top of that. They're tough, the old Orks, aren't they? They are tough. The new codex there. So that's the end of shooting. Going to go straight on to charges now for the Ultramarines. We calculated, need a 7-inch charge because the 3 ghost inch as well. This is the captain. Captain Gregor Holst, Dean Leighton's character. And he got a 7. That's exactly what he needed. There. He's in. Okay. Now the lieutenant. Cut off the head. Oh, he's definitely in. That's an 8-inch charge as well. Right. These boys are getting stuck in. They are going to charge over to there as well. Do you want to Overwatch?
I've got 2 CP left, so I'm going to save them.
You're going to save them? They're going to make it as well. And that's it. No other charges. So we're going to go on to close combat phase straight away. Right, we've calculated our attacks. The Primaris Captain's base attack is 5. We get +1 for being an Astartes, and +1 for the scenario for Fury, and +1 for the Imperium Sword. So that's 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. Okay, 1 has failed. Strength of the weapon is +1, so strength 5, your toughness is 7, but it's going to be -1 to wound because it's mine's characteristic, not the actual just +1 strength, so it does not negate the ability, so it's going to be 6s to wound. Okay, and it's -1 damage because of the...
he's dead tough, yeah.
He's dead tough, yeah. So 6s. Oh, what do you expect? Nothing. Oh no! Okay, right, now the lieutenant's turn. So he's going to have exactly the same, but -1 attack. So he's going to have 7 attacks. This is ridiculous. Alright. Well, at least he hits with all of his attacks, because his weapon skill 2+. Cannot reroll 1s, and it's 6s to wound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do. Okay. Wow. Now you do your attacks. I wonder who you're going to go for.
Well, actually, it's your turn to go.
Oh yes, I've got to go over here. So we'll do these attacks
I'm
over
considering spending 2 CP
to interrupt.
to interrupt.
Okay.
Just having a look at me.
He's just double checking the stats.
What I get from me.
The scrolls. He gets help.
Yeah. Do you know what? So.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my last 2 CP.
Yeah.
To interrupt.
Yeah.
Over here.
Mhm.
I've got 3 Deathcopters.
Yes.
So they've each got 2 attacks. +1 for rage.
Yes.
So that's 9 attacks. Their spinning blades make 3 hit rolls for each attack instead of 1. So I'm going to make 27 attacks against you.
Oh, right, okay. The spinning blades. But would that be more of a threat to themselves than the actual attackers? Because it could lose control of the helicopter, but the Orks don't care, do they?
They don't care. It's all the better if they lose control.
Yeah. Such is the nature of fungi Xenos scum. Right. Just getting the blades prepped and ready. How many attacks? 27?
27 attacks.
Okay, here we come.
So, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Just got his Death Skulls reroll, and that is a successful hit. 5.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Ooh, there's a few 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, how many saving throws is that?
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 at -1.
13 at -1. Wow, okay. Didn't realise how good Deathcopters were in close combat.
Well, they got an extra attack because of the rage, haven't they?
Yeah. So 13, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get these ready. 13. We can take the Scions of Guilliman off. We don't need that stratagem anymore. So -1 as well. Damage?
Just 1.
Just 1, okay. Primaris Marine dead, Primaris Marine dead, Primaris Marine dead. So he lost 3 Primaris Marine and another wound as well. So that's 3 Primaris Marines gone. Ah, no, another patron goes. I'm sorry, Phil. Tactically speaking, Phil Marshall's gone. These 2 have gone as well. And that just leaves the Primaris Marines with 1 grenade launcher, taking a wound. 13 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay. Oh, it's not good. That's terrible. Toughness 5.
5, yeah.
5's to wound. 2 wounds come through, no AP.
4+.
He's saved as well. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, now the Squig Man himself. Ouch, this is going to be horrible. So what are you going to do with your attacks? How are you going to split them?
So I'm going to do the 3 Squig's Jaws attacks into the captain.
Yeah.
And the total of 8 Beast Chopper attacks that I get into the lieutenant.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the 3 into the captain first, so that I know about my re-rolls.
Yeah.
So they're 2s to hit.
Oh.
And then these are strength 7.
Toughness 4.
So, but any 6s are 3 mortal wounds. And I'm going to re-roll.
Yeah, because of his trait. No.
Right.
Okay.
So just 2 at -3.
2 at -3. Storm Shields grant a 4+ invulnerable save. This is on the captain?
Yep.
Okay. 4+ a time. We need Devastator, Elite, and Ultra Symbol. No. I don't have any CP. Yes, okay.
3 damage.
3 damage. 5 to ignore because of the relic, the Shield Eternal. Oh, it's the most unfortunate way of dying, and furthermore, he's just been unlucky the whole game.
He's been eaten by a squig.
I've been eaten by a squig, and just the dice rolling for him has been absolutely atrocious. I'm sorry to let you down, Dean. This model is cursed in this scenario, but nonetheless, thank you, Dean, for your support. He will fight back again, nonetheless. Let's hope it's not fighting against a squig again. 8 attacks, the Beast Chopper. This is into Marcus Frey's. Another character could be potentially in trouble.
So 2s to hit.
2s to hit. All but 1.
And then these are strength 6.
Strength 6, toughness 4. Okay.
So 5.
I have 5 dice over here.
-2.
-2. -2. I get +1. And then -2.
Yeah.
So that'd be 3 plus save. Because I get +1 save and throw for Storm Shield.
Yeah.
And then it would be -2 on top of that, so it'd be a 4 plus, is it?
So he's got power armor, so he's 3.
Yep.
+1 for the Storm Shield.
Yep.
-2.
-2 would be
So
4
it's 4
plus.
up.
Yeah, it would be 4s. Yeah, okay. Basic math. Right, so 5 saves of 4 pluses. Okay.
And they're 2 damage each.
Okay, he's going to die unless I roll, get another dice, because of his Warlord trait that I spent the CP on earlier on. Iron Resolve. Just double checking what it's called. Yeah, Iron Resolve. It's 6s to ignore damage. And he doesn't. Another character's gone. And he has 6 wounds as well, and that was the perfect dice roll. Ah, Marcus Frays, he's gone, been removed as a casualty again. But thank you, comrades, for your support. This is embarrassing for patrons today. Oh, no. Right, that is the end of Close Combat. We're going to do morale over here. Yes, I'll be okay over there. But do I wish to continue? I cannot continue. I don't think I'm going to win at all. Okay, I may contest that objective over there, but he's going to die. So they'll get the full 3 points. The full point over there, the victory point they'll get. And they'll just gradually shoot me up. I have no anti-tank capability left, except for the multi-melter, maybe, but he's just going to attack them and shoot them to pieces. And it's going to be even more gruesome. So to save the embarrassment, I'm going to hold it there. It is a defeat for the Ultramarines. It's been the most freakish game I've ever known. I mean, +1 to attacks is quite brutal. So that's the Fury. That's the scenario there. The what's it called? The Ruse, is it? I think it's the Ruse.
The Twist.
The Twist I had. Yeah. So I had Rage there, but then what was my? It was that, wasn't it? Yeah, priority target didn't really make much of a difference there against the Gorkanaut. Orbital bombardment wouldn't have done much damage. So maximum would have been D6 mortal wounds at a time, but you stood there, so you did the right thing to absorb the damage as best you could. So that there is the end of the game. So we're going to choose units of the game. Okay, we've chosen units of the game. I've chosen the Redemptor Dreadnought. It did clear out those artillery pieces earlier on. It withstood a lot of damage in the first turn for the Orks, and they cleared out a unit of boys over there. So units of the game for the Orks.
I think the Beast Boss did really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's that -1.
-1 to wounds was massive.
Was massive.
Soaked up so much damage, so much bolt of fire at sort of like the later point. So
yeah,
I think I'll give it to him.
Okay, it's going to give it to him. And your honourable mention goes to the
big mech.
The big mech.
And also the Tank Busters as well.
The Tank Busters. Yeah, I think they're going to get units of the game probably. Absolutely disgusting when it comes to the amount of shots they get. I mean, 27 shots.
They rolled really well.
They rolled really well as well.
Shots, yeah.
Yeah, nasty, especially against vehicles with +1 to hit as well. So, because it's the blast radius, you see, it's D3 shots. So, very, very nasty stuff there. So that there is the end of the game. So that concludes another battle report, another episode. So episode 18 on the JB Wargamer 87 YouTube channel has been concluded with an Ultramarines defeat. But I like to do a massive shout out to Rob Batchelor for coming down. Thank you, Rob, for coming down and adhering the call of the channel.
Thank you for
so this channel solely relies upon volunteers that wish to participate on the JB Wargamer 87 channel. It is a supplement channel to the Striking Scorpion 82 channel. So the other thing as well is a special thank you to my sponsors, Gammat.eu, Siege Studios, and GoblinGaming, and the Magnet Baron for sponsoring the channel. And furthermore, of course, are the YouTube members that support me. To support the channel, do hit the video link in the video description below. More info in the end credits. And yes, not forgetting, the Patreons that are supporting me on the channel. To represent themselves as characters, they will get their names shouted out, regardless of what rank you are. And the higher you progress in the Patreon page, the higher in rank and promotion you will be, and unlock even more content. Head over to the Discord page, check out exclusive behind-the-scenes images and updates on the channel. So updates will be released on the Discord page. Thank you to all those that are supporting on the Discord page and on the SS82 YouTube membership platform as well. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Do check out the end credits on how to get involved on the channel. Video links in the description below or in the iCards above you. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to support this channel freely, please hit the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell button so you won't miss another video, share this video far and wide, and if it's one of your favourite videos, please add it to the favourites section, and follow the YouTube channel for more updates. You can also check me out on my other social media networks. You can check out the official page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If you want to contribute and support the channel further and want your name mentioned in our battle reports, or just support me in general, there are plenty of ways to do so. Head over to the Etsy store for channel merchandise. If you want to book up a game and participate on the channel, do contact me through my email address or through my social media pages. And if you want your name shouted out on the channel and you want to support me further in making more content, do check me out on Patreon. By becoming a Patreon, you will help support the channel tremendously, and you will get to unlock extra features that are only exclusive to Patreon members. These are all the current members that are supporting me right now, and I'd like to thank them all very much for supporting the channel, for Cadians as well as the Ultramarines faction. Rise up to the ranks and win glory for the Emperor. And a big shout out to my YouTube members, as well as super Patreons that support me on Patreon and YouTube membership. Tier 4 Patreon members, as well as YouTube members on my channel, will have access to the Striking Scorpion 82 Discord page. And I would like to also thank the channel sponsors, GoblinGaming, C Studios, Gammat.eu, and the Magnet Baron. GoblinGaming have very kindly allowed me to have an affiliation link on the channel. Using the affiliation link, when purchasing your items for all your hobby needs, helps support the channel. I'm also featured on the Striking Scorpion 82 channel, and I also do a monthly battle report with YouTube membership on his channel as well. Thank you for watching, and happy wargaming!